Yesterday, of course, was 9/11, and Trump went to the ceremony at the World Trade Center to commemorate, when they do the reading of the names, right? So he went, a bunch of people went, Biden went, Kamala went, Mayor Bloomberg went. So it was well attended, at least for a short while.
Was Walz
Now,
there? Because I just saw JD Vance there, but was Walz
yeah,
there?
I don't know.
I didn't see Walz, but
I don't
maybe
remember seeing him either.
Maybe I just didn't see him because Vance was there.
Yeah, Vance was right with Trump.
Uh-huh.
And before the debate, because this is getting a lot of press now that people are thinking about what Biden said. But before the debate, Biden was caught by some reporters either getting on his helicopter or about to. And they were asking him, have you talked to Kamala? How's she feeling? How do you think she's going to do? And then they asked him about his plans for the next couple of days. And here is how he referred to what he was going to be doing on September 11th.
Going up to my granddaughter's birthday in New York. Then we're going to watch a debate. And then tomorrow I'm doing 9/11. I spoke to the vice president. She seems calm, cool, and collected. I think she's going to do great. And I'm not going to tell you what advice I gave.
What he's doing 9/11.
He's doing 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
So that did not play well with a lot of people for good reason. And we'll get to one family who was reciting their loved one's name during the reading of the names in just a second, because they addressed that specifically. But there was also a moment a lot of people are talking about, because Mayor Bloomberg, short itty bitty guy, stood between Biden and Trump. And then on Biden's other side was Kamala. And there was a moment, a very nice one, between Donald Trump and Kamala where they shook hands again. He told her she did a good job at the debate. There were some pleasantries exchanged. And a lot of people were making a big deal about this, because in the background, you can hear people going, Trump! Woo! Trump, we need you!
That had to be so embarrassing for her.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
And Biden, who is he even talking to?
Biden has no idea where he is. No clue. It's just this senile old man in the middle. No clue. Yeah, nobody's yelling her name, Lisa. Nobody.
Mm-mm. And then, because you'll hear it in the background, Kamala and Joe left. Now, they all, Trump included, they all went separately, but they all went to Pennsylvania too, to Shanksville, Pennsylvania, to hang a wreath and do all that stuff there as well, where the plane crashed on 9/11. But you can hear that Kamala and Joe specifically left very early, because the name that they are reading starts with an E.
My uncle, firefighter Frankie Esposito, and cousin. My husband.
Well, that's what they think. That's what they think about those people.
Exactly. We do need to tell everybody that if you have not thought yet about investing in precious metals, or at least diversifying part of, or maybe even all of, if you're like really crazy, if you want to diversify your retirement portfolio into precious metals and you don't know how to do that, I can tell you the very best people to teach you how are our friends at Birch Gold. You can text the word chicks to 989898. You get a free information kit, which is so helpful. So explanatory, so easy to understand. But then the other thing that you need to be aware of, I didn't know this, but according to our friends at Birch Gold, nearly $1 trillion of that infrastructure and the pandemic fund bills has not yet been spent. And so when that money gets pushed out into the economy, it's likely to raise inflation. And so you always want to have a hedge against inflation, against whatever the market's going to do. And Birch Gold is a great way to do that, to take a part of your IRA, invest it in precious metals. It doesn't cost you anything. There's no fees for that. They make it so easy. So get your free information kit. Just text the word chicks to 989898. And then this couple, who I don't think they were here to hear, because they, as you saw, they just left. They were not happy.
My husband of 30 years was one of them. It is outrageous that our government would ever entertain the thought of granting the terrorists a plea deal. If not for the outcry of the 9/11 community, who knows what might have transpired. It has been 23 years, and the families deserve justice and accountability. The elected officials here today show their respect and reverence to the families on September 11th. Or, in our president's words, do 9/11. Quite a flippant remark.
Yeah.
But please remember that the September 11th families live it every day, not just on the anniversary.
He didn't get to hear that.
Something.
Yeah, I'm glad she said something, but he wasn't there to hear. He wouldn't have known anyway. He can't. He has no idea what's going on. He wouldn't have heard it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like what is it, like a tour that he's doing? I'm going to do 9/11. Like we're going on some sort of scenic tour tomorrow on vacation. What is that?
Just not.
That guy is such a loser.
Okay.
And Bloomberg, like he's like a
Short.
Keebler elf. He's got to get back to his tree to make the cookies, right? That guy.
He's a little guy. Now, granted,
guy.
next to Trump, basically anybody looks little.
Yeah, but he was standing next to is it Hochul? Hochul?
Yeah, Hochul.
I think Hochul is taller than he is.
Really?
Yeah, they're standing right next to each other. She was right there with him. He's a tiny little guy. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just don't like him. So I'm going to make fun of him.